Because if you are determined, you can make it happen. I mean, I'm living proof that you can make it happen by yourself. I started by myself. I set up everything with my music, and it's just like, the thing is never give up. Releasing this music and, getting these pieces of my heart out there so I could leave a legacy for the people. Because in the end, for me, that's what I want. I want to be able to leave something significant that represents me. I went to Monterrey, to La Academia, to try out for La Academia. And everybody was like, it's a long line, I'm there. So I got there, I sang, I think it was an Elida song, one of my favorites. Qué triste paso el tiempo sin escuchar tu voz. I sang that one, they liked it, but they're like, oh, would you know any pop? And I'm like, oh. I just sang another mariachi song and they were like, thank you, next. I'm like, oh no.
Welcome to the ranch, Beatriz. So let's start off. I want to get to know you a little bit.
Sure.
You're super popular, pretty popular on the social media and so forth. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Beatriz.
Well, I mean, I was born and raised here in the Rio Grande Valley, and ever since I was little, I just like to sing. Ever since I was 3, I started talking and I would speak very clearly, my mom said. But I also really loved music, and especially in the regional Mexican mariachi genre. More than anything, it was just something that maybe was just embedded in me or something, But yeah, the dream has been there since I was little,
Yeah. Okay.
Las ganas de cantar, las ganas de entretener a la gente también.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I guess I am popular, but to me, it's like, it feels like it's never enough because, I mean, if you really think about it, how many numbers is there in the world? A lot,
Yeah, there is.
And it's like, okay. And sometimes también I think about how I need to celebrate the milestones. And sometimes I don't because I'm just on okay, what's next? So lately I've been just doing that and kind of enjoying the full, journey all the way to this point in my life. But I mean, I grew up here, Frontera también, Reynosa, Tamaulipas. It's like my second home. My family's from there. I'm the firstborn American citizen here.
First generation?
First generation. And, just the culture in me just kind of wanted to, come out. I don't know.
I'm able to relate to a lot of people también that are like driven by, they want to go and do things and success and so forth.
Yeah.
So I think we have something like that in common, that, you don't want to stop. You want to continue. What's next? What's next when you mentioned that. And sometimes I think, I don't know if you've noticed, some of the newer generation, not so much. What do you think that's going on there? Is it because of the generational gap? Social media has affected them. Can you
as
tell
far
us?
as like the music or like just the personalities themselves?
Well, more like, I think like sometimes the newer generations feels that there's no ability for them to climb up and be successful like you have.
Okay,
right?
okay.
Like there's no opportunity, even though there is.
There's so much opportunity now.
I agree. But
Yeah.
have you seen in some generation, in the current generation, the younger ones sometimes don't feel, I guess, the motivation.
Like they're
they lack of some motivation. Not everybody, right?
Yeah,
but
I think
some.
it's more of the just go for it. Like they don't have the
Las ganas.
the drive. It's a drive.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just depends on their mindset too.
Yeah.
Because if you are determined, you can make it happen. I mean, I'm living proof that you can make it happen by yourself. I started by myself. I set up everything with my music, and it's just like, the thing is never give up. You just got to start and get that push yourself more than anything.
So what motivates you, Beatriz? Can you name maybe one thing or three things? I don't know, your top things.
Well,
like what's your motivation as far as like to get up in the morning and go and knock it out of the park?
I think my motivation is the fulfillment of seeing the creativity come to life for me. Because, you think of a song or you think you have ideas, and to bring this idea to life in full that's beautiful to me. I think maybe the process of making music is what I love the most. Of course, being on stage and singing and sharing that with the people is amazing as well.
That motivates you.
Yeah, that motivates me. Pero just the simple fact of being able to make that idea a reality. That is my motivation in itself, Also, well, now I have a son, so.
Oh, okay. How old is he?
He is 3. He's about to be 4 in November.
Those are the beautiful years.
Yeah, he's a handful.
What is it? At 2, I think they're considered toddlers to what age?
Sí. I don't know. He's about to be 4. I think, he's a kid now. She's just a kid.
Yeah. No, so the reason I was bringing up the motivational aspect of it, because sometimes I listen to, there's a lot of motivational speakers, and there's a famous person that says, what's your why?
Yeah.
Your why, why do you get motivated? Why do you get up? And a lot of people listen to you because you're a radio host.
Yes.
And you indirectly are motivating those people in the morning or at that time slot that you're there. Yeah. So they're listening to you, and you, without you knowing, maybe lo estás motivando to get going. Yeah. Let's get up there and go to work or whatever.
It's true. Or just to keep going through the day. Even if you've had a bad day, like you could always change that the course of your day. And if you can't, well, hey, it's like I always say, like there's things you can change. If you can change it, if you have a problem and you have a solution. And solucionalo, you know what I mean? But if you don't even worry about it. And I feel like people stress a lot, and it's like, I try not to stress a lot. And another thing that motivates me is just the simple fact that, I don't, no me da como flojera ir a trabajar because I'm doing what I love.
Yeah.
So in the end, it's about doing what you love and still have time to enjoy life.
Exactly.
And
well, I think there's a lot of truth in that, como dicen, right? If you do what you love, you're not really working because that's right. You're doing, it's like your hobby, right?
Exactly.
Kind of your hobby.
Yeah.
So, Beatriz, ¿cómo le haces when, we're human, we have bad days and so forth where we're not feeling good, something might have happened, so you can keep your mojo, quedarte positivo o positiva para motivar a la gente. What's your secret? Do you have a secret? ¿Cómo le haces?
I don't have a secret. I mean, for me, it's just keep going no matter what. That's it. Like, porque, I mean, I hate when there's drama or I don't like any of that. I love my peace,
Pero casi nunca hay drama en el Valle.
No, casi no.
Nunca. People
Para nada.
are so understanding.
Sí, nadie se mete en lo que no le importa.
La gente no le gusta el chisme, de mind their own business. No,
para nada, sí, claro.
Yeah.
No, it is sometimes, life gets to you, but and that's the hard part about being an entertainer, that no matter what happens, you still got to put a face out there, And I don't think people that don't do this might not understand that. They can go and hide in their shell or in their home, but it's like us. If something bad does happen to us, or we're not, emotionally there. You still gotta find it in you to be like, hey, what's going on? It's a great day, everybody's having a good day. You still have to have that positivity. And I feel like there's some people out there that, especially like in relationships, or like the relationships that I've been in, or some of them, not all of them, they're not very supportive, and I just can't have anybody bring me down. So now I really take care of my space, my energy, and who I share it with too. So that just has a lot to do with it. You just got to take all the negativity out, and if something tries to come in, you just got to block it. So it is hard to have a heavy heart and then have to put your face out there or your voice out there and all the positive energy. But I mean, you know what? that helps me and it keeps me going.
Yeah.
That helps me a lot because it's like, I'm forcing myself to be happy because,
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to do it.
Yeah, I can relate to that, in relationships, that you need to have a very understanding and a positive partner with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and sometimes there's people out there that they have low self-esteem. Mm-hmm. And when you're a successful person, right, they're not too supportive.
Yeah.
Because they have their own issues, they have their own emotional baggage. Like
that, or they're insecure also. And it does bleed into everything, into everybody else, like whether you like it or not. Like it does affect.
So a person like you that is super popular, how do you adjust that with your other partner? Are you married or single?
No, I'm not married. I'm a mama luchona.
What does that mean because we have different followers. They might not understand that.
So mama luchona is like a hardworking mom, but like I guess like a single mom. Yeah, single mom. Yeah. But it's like mama luchona is like in Spanish would be like a super.
Yeah.
Super mom.
Yeah, like the new movie that just
came out. Like you make it happen no matter what,
Exactly. So what makes a super mom? Because everybody's caught up on that new movie, Superman. And I was thinking the other day, that's Hollywood version, right?
Yeah.
But I think there's like super powers, air quotes, right? In all of us, right? As parents.
Yeah.
To keep going, to stay motivated and do and meet our obligations or financial obligations to our family.
Yeah.
So what's Beatriz's interpretation of what makes a super mom?
You make time for your children, you work hard, get that money, you hustle, and you create memories with your child more than anything. I mean, porque de nada sirve que trabajes todo el día and, you don't have that time with your son or with your kids, But I know there is a lot of women out there, and it breaks my heart to know that there's some women who have their child and they have to put them in daycare a month into this baby's life.
Yeah.
I was blessed enough. God blessed me. I think God knew when to give me a child. He's like, here, you're good. You're going to be good.
You had good timing.
Yeah. Everything was kind of just, lined up.
Uh-huh.
And sí, o sea, me duele saber que hay mamás que tienen que dejar a sus bebés en el daycare todo el día aparte,
Yeah.
And those mamas are also like the mama luchonas that,
the super moms.
Yeah, the super moms that can't, that don't have that help, or don't have that spouse, or, it didn't work out or whatever, That's life.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to flow with it. And, pero gracias a Dios, I think he knew that I maybe needed something. I mean, I was 34 when I was pregnant, imagine.
Yeah.
I went 34 years without getting pregnant. Like, what?
So tell us about it. It's a boy?
Yes.
What's
se llama
his name?
Romeo Arcángel de la Rosa.
Wow, that's a beautiful name.
Yeah. I was like, I'm going to set him up for stardom in case he wants it.
To inherit all the stardom from you.
Yeah, and my accounts. He better do something good with them.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to the new generation out there for all those single moms that don't realize that, hey, you know what? You're being successful, just making things work.
Yeah.
What kind of advice would you
give
them?
I would suggest not to, or to try to, more than anything, be healthy mentally. Mental health is everything. That, and another thing is, it's hard. It is hard. I mean, I have the best case scenario.
Tell us about it.
My best case scenario is that I'm working at the radio station. I'm part-time. I'm doing my music. I get to travel. I get to, all the streaming and all that, of course, pays. My social media pays. So it's like I can chill and relax,
Yeah.
But I know there's people who can't do that.
What advice would you give them to
I would say
start?
just try to work on something that you love, even if it's a hobby or crafts or anything. And don't forget about yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Don't lose yourself. Because sometimes, I know it's hard, like life and it's a routine. Sometimes you go to work, but always, make time for your mental health, really.
So what do you mean by that? Because I get what you're saying because I've been there. But
that you love.
Yeah.
Do things that you love. Don't do things with your kids. Even if it's for a little bit, those things matter a lot.
Yeah, because I can relate to that because if you fall in your work routine,
you forget about yourself. Sometimes
you forget who you really are.
Yeah,
and you have to take care of yourself. So I can relate to that. Where those hobbies, whatever that might be.
Yeah, hobbies like just
doing it with
put
your kids.
Little bit. Yeah, put a little bit of that in your life. Don't forget about the things that you like. I mean, more than anything, it's for me, for example, like it's crazy that I do what I do now because it's what I used to do when I was little. Dance, sing, jump around. I still do all that.
Well, tell us, how did Beatriz begin? So you're originally de Reynosa.
No, I'm from here, from the Rio Grande Valley.
Oh, okay.
I was born in San Juan.
Okay, in San Juan.
And grew up in Donna.
Okay, I'm sorry, because you had mentioned Reynosa.
Yes. That's my second home. That's my second home. So my mom, my dad, my brother, my grandparents, my whole family is from Reynosa.
Okay. So, Beatriz, cuando empezaste, right? I mean, how did this all start? When did you have the epiphany that say, ¿sabes qué? Yo quiero cantar o puedo cantar? Or did your parents already sing? Did you inherit this from your parents, the ability
to sing?
Well,
my dad actually, he liked to sing and he liked music and all that, but he didn't have the means to do it, and he didn't have the support from his parents either.
Okay.
He told me a story, and it was really sad, that he bought a guitar with his own money and one of those books that give you the chords.
Okay.
And his dad or my grandpa told him that wasn't like that. He didn't need that, and threw his guitar away.
Yeah.
And it's like that Coco movie. Have you ever seen that Coco movie?
Yes.
Well, it's kind of like that. And I that broke my heart knowing that my dad, wanted to do that, learn, and he wasn't able to because he didn't have the support, Yeah. And for me, I guess he says que nosotros agarramos las ganas porque mi hermano Frank González también es músico. Ahorita he's doing film and everything. But we both made something out of it. You know what I mean? We don't know if it's his ganas or not. But when I hear him sing, he sings good. He just needs a little more, in the tuning aspect. And on my mom's side, my grandpa and my grandma sing very well. They're not like, they never did anything with it, but they just, like when I hear my grandma sing, she sings pretty. She has a voice, I'm like, wow. Or she sings to my son sometimes, my grandpa too. Pero I want to say, like, creo que para mí, that epiphany moment, I think I was like 3 years old and I was watching Sesame Street. And Elmo came out with Linda Ronstadt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And when I saw Linda Ronstadt there, she was, I believe she was singing Los Laureles. And she was holding that note, and it's like, whoa. Like, to me, I was like, I want to be like her. I want to do that.
Wow.
And then she was dressed so pretty, con el traje típico, con sus trenzas, bien bonita. And I said, I want to do that.
Wow. Okay.
And then from
that's
there,
where it started.
Yeah. And I've just always wanted to sing. I used to like Los Tigres del Norte too. That's one of my inspirations growing up.
Yeah. So who do you listen to? Who besides those two artists?
I mean, music that I listen to now is totally different. It's like EDM, and it's like a little bit of rap, a little bit of reggaeton. But I mean, the people that have inspired me along the way, for sure, Linda Ronstadt, Los Tigres del Norte, Selena, of course, one of the, esa es de ley, de ley. También Juan Gabriel, Rocío Dúrcal, Pedro Fernández, Vicente Fernández, of course, is one of my main inspirations as well. Yeah. And in the reggaeton area, I love Daddy Yankee, yo.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are my inspirations, You could hear a little bit in there in my music, or I mean, I don't know, maybe some people can actually, pinpoint the style or whatever,
Yeah. So who do you think would be your top 3 though?
Linda Ronstadt, Vicente, and Selena. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Those are.
But my main is Linda
legends.
Ronstadt. My main one is because that's the first person that I saw. That, and her voice was just.
Yeah. Well, the older generation, us, we know who that is, but I don't think the newer generation know who they are.
And they should know.
Yeah.
That's somebody that needs to really be, not brought back, pero
mentioned.
Yeah, mentioned, studied.
Or played.
Yeah.
Play her music and all that.
Yeah.
So how challenging has it been for you? Because I think when Linda was trying to break that barrier, I mean, our heritage, our Mexican-American heritage here in the Valley, sometimes makes it very challenging for, being a female in the industry. Yeah. So what was your experience to deal with that? Well, how did you break that barrier? Did you have any?
I've never really had trouble with that. Although sometimes I do feel like it might play a role. But I've been respected, thank God. And I don't know, maybe it's also because I put my foot down.
Okay.
No me dejo.
There's been instances where you have to put your foot down, or?
Yeah, there has been, moments where I'm like, well, I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna have to say it, Pero, and I just, not that I'm difficult or confrontational, because it's like.
But you felt because you were a female, porque eres mujer.
Yeah, sometimes I have to say.
Because I think the music industry, the entertainment industry, more so here in the Rio Grande Valley, it still carries over the machismo.
Yeah.
And there's different variations of that. But I believe there's a negative aspect to it, unfortunately, right? Yeah. But there's also I believe, a little bit of virtue in it. Machismo can also be found in, in females and ladies, where you take that pride, el orgullo. Yeah. But if you flip it into a positive, you're out there being responsible and meeting all your obligations that you have, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, también there's a negative aspect to it when they use it as an excuse, el machismo, and so there was instances like that for you?
Not really, not like that, but maybe just trying to, more than anything, trying to get at me, how they say, trying to get at me, and I have to just put my foot down, like. And I've chosen the harder path, Yeah. Like they say, the harder path.
Well, it's always harder being the better person.
Yeah.
It's challenging.
Yeah, for sure. You could have maybe a significant push, but I don't know. I've done everything by myself, for the most part. I've had help along the way, from the real ones. And so, like for me, it's like, no, I don't need you. I don't. And especially if there's a different motive behind it. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't want that.
Okay.
I don't want to live with that,
Yeah. Do you ever see that some of the machismo on your social media where you get...
Oh, yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah. Casi nunca, ¿verdad?
No, casi nada. And you know what's so crazy? People ask me like, okay, so who hates on you more? Or like, and I'm going to be honest, like there's only a few women that might say some things that are a little edgy or whatever, but I don't really pay any mind. But some of the men are just over the top, with their comments, and it's like, damn.
Like what kind of comments? Here we're rated R. You can. It's un rancho, okay. Let it out. You can say it. Just
comment. Like sometimes they're ridiculous comments. It's just ridiculous. Like,
I guess it goes back to you think it stems from the machismo?
Yeah, or like when I'm a little edgy on my social media, because I'm a personality, so I let all my personality, out. And if I act a certain way, or sometimes even because of my nose ring, they'll be like, "Oh, you sing mariachi or you sing regional Mexican, you shouldn't be wearing that." Like we're not in revolutionary times. You know, like
yeah, no, 1920s.
I know.
1930s.
Yeah, and it's like it's just a lot of little things, a lot of little comments, and it's like whatever.
So, but
for the most part, I can.
So, how do you deal with it, Beatriz? All that negativism? Do you just ignore it, or does it affect you?
No, I don't let it affect me.
Good.
There's some days that I will reply to some people, but when I reply, it's never like something negative. It's more of a I'll put somebody in their place. Like you can put people in their place with certain words. You don't have to be, como se dice, grosero, grosera. O, you know. Aunque sí, a veces es un chingo de maldiciones, pero...
No, I know.
Pero that's more of a, in between friends and stuff like that. Or even on social media, I'll say some things if I'm ranting or whatever. But that's the type of things that people want to see you do. They want to see you be real, you know? And, pues, yeah.
Well, what do you think of, like, social media in general? Do you think it needs to be regulated? Like, if they took that ability away, that people couldn't really be free to tell or speak what they feel, and it was regulated, do you think that would be bad or good?
Regulated, I mean...
For example, if they said, you know what, no bad words, it's the super strict rules.
Oh, pues there was a time where I think now you could post bad words on Facebook. I'm not sure, but there was a time where it's like, oh, you can't post this because it might offend somebody.
Yeah, and what they call it, being placed on Facebook jail.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Facebook jail.
Have you ever been placed on Facebook jail?
I think once, but it was when all of that started, and it was like a comment, and it was like a funny comment. It wasn't even.
Yeah, that was crazy también. I think it's better the way it is. And we leave it up to the general public to kind of maybe,
I think what does need to be regulated is all this sexual stuff and crazy videos.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all of that definitely has to be regulated. Like, I don't know how the internet got so free, especially on social platforms, Like, kids can see that. Like, I don't want my son running into something that he wasn't supposed to see, that he's not, his age isn't appropriate for.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes you see something and it's like, or like a crazy crash, for example, and people post that, like recently.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Yes.
The man that got killed on the highway. And it's like, damn, bro, like there's zero consideration for the families, for this person. Everybody's just there trying to get likes, trying to get views, trying to put their followers up like that, though. Really?
The wrong way.
Like that, you're going to do that? Especially, I mean, para mí, I know, qué feo se debe sentir que veas a tu familiar, o sea, de la forma que se fue.
I know, it's horrible.
No, so I think those things really do need to be regulated, and they really need to do something. They need to enforce that for sure.
Okay. And do you have any political aspirations, or like who do you feel you kind of recognize more with? Do you consider yourself on the right, the left, as far as like Republican, Democratic,
honestly,
conservative, or como te ves? Or you really don't even?
I really don't.
Okay.
I really don't. I guess my focus is on my own life. Like I'm just focused on making music and this and that. Like I'm so busy in my mind and trying to keep that money coming in, so I can live a good life. And I don't really pay attention to those things.
Yeah, because I feel that entertainers are entertainers. So you don't try to influence anybody either left or right or center.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, and people know that.
And sometimes I feel that some of the other entertainers, they do.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I mean,
no, cada quien, claro. I mean, if you support that, go for it. Whatever you support, it's up to you. I mean, it's free will. Everybody has a different mind, and that's okay. You got to respect people's opinions and ways. It's all.
Who have you had any? Who are your biggest supporters? Do you have any supporters que te apoyan, like other entertainers?
Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I see the support there from people in general. As far as entertainers, I mean, I know I know a few of them.
Yeah.
But I haven't really thought about that. Some of them share my stuff. I have some friends too. Veronique Medrano. She's a good friend. And we started our careers around the same time también.
Okay.
Long time ago. But I mean, for me, it's like if you're still in this business and for a long time and you're still going, hey, props to you because it's hard. It's hard to keep going, at the beginning, especially. Like, you really got to do this for the love of the music or the love you have for it, porque, I mean, the truth is, you're going to invest. And when you're going to see that investment, I don't know. It maybe later, maybe 10 years later, maybe 5, maybe it's, instant. You just never know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but I do see some that we share each other's stuff or whatever.
Yes, okay.
También Cristina Salinas, she was singing with Jimmy González. Amazing singer, amazing artist. ¿Quién más anda por ahí?
Some shout outs to any special people out there también, if you want to, feel at home to. Any special shout outs?
Well, I got to say a shout out to my team, really. We're not very many. Somos pocos. Palabra Records, my own label.
Uh-huh. Tell us about that. Go ahead.
And I have JJ Mendoza producing, mixing, mastering. And he does también ¿cómo se dice? Las drums and all that. Percussion, beats. I mean, at Palabra Records, we all do a lot of things. Like, it's,
So Palabra Records, that's...
Palabra Records.
Okay, so what kind of music genre you're covering with that?
So Palabra Records is pretty much my label backing me up.
Okay.
Eventually, hopefully, if everything goes well, then I'll add artists to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Pero por ahorita, it's me, JJ Mendoza, who has been producing for me and is a musician también. He's my road manager también, stage manager. Like, he does a lot.
Yeah.
I do a lot too. I don't just sing out here. I'm producing. I'm también arranging, all of that. Pero otro que nos está ayudando mucho, Gino Tarantino, que es el que me hace los music videos.
Okay.
He's been great. And we've racked up millions and millions of views together. So I think
that's a lot of good success there.
yeah, and it's usually...
Maybe we can watch a little clips, whatever you'd like to show, we can show up there of whatever, any music video that you have.
Well, right now, I guess the biggest video that I have is Borracha Te Recuerdo. It's at 30 million on YouTube.
Okay.
So it's that. And he filmed it, and we filmed it at El Patio, ahí in McAllen, downtown.
Yeah, I know with it.
El Patio on Guerra. Yeah. Shout out to the Guerras también, que me han apoyado mucho, especialmente.
There you go.
Yeah, so Che and Becky Guerra, saludos.
Saludos.
Y gracias por todo el apoyo que me han brindado. Pero and it was so random because I called Mr. Che and I was like, sir, do you think I can film? At what time? Like, around 7. He's like... Yeah, go ahead. Okay, está bueno. So it was real fast. I called the Mariachi. Mariachi was ready to go. And that video has 30 million views as of now. And I just can't believe it, man.
Yeah, well, congratulations on your success with that.
Thank you.
Oh, se me está
corriendo El mariachi is what really, put me out there. Well, I went viral.
Uh-huh. Yes, tell us about that story first, because I have another question.
So back in 2017, I was working at Ultra. It used to be Ultra 1049, and I remember también Hermes Music has helped me out a lot. Juan Alvarado, saludos. Joel Nava también, saludos to them, because Joel Nava is the one that recorded me there. So there was a Tejano Music Awards happening. Uh-huh. And I was like, I'm not gonna make it. I'm over here. I had a remote with the station, and Juan kept telling me you should go. And I'm like, oh well, I'll see. And then Chava, shout out to Chava también, who did my first production at first, like way back in like 20. I was like 20 or 21. Anyway, so he texted me. He's like, B, go. just go. And I'm like, okay, fine. Está bueno, pues, ¿qué voy a llegar a hacer? You know, llegué tarde. I didn't even walk the carpet. I just said hi to people, you know, la, 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 la. Maybe did a few interviews. Y yeah. And after that, was okay, we're going to go eat. We're going to go eat at mi tierra. And going back to high school, I was in Mariachi. And I remember going there and I'm like, man, I want to sing here one day, you know, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I've always wanted to sing here. Traen el trío. No había mariachi, pero había un trío. Está bueno, tráetelo. Ándale, pique, sí. Bueno, está bueno. No me tienes que decir 2 veces para cantar. Yo donde quiera canto. And, you know, I was like, okay, Los Laureles. And I was like, nah, let me just chill here because there's other artists there. And I didn't want to like, it sounds funny, but I didn't want to get that attention or the attention. I just wanted to sing, you know? Just wanted to enjoy the moment, you know? And bueno, pues I opened my mouth and everybody turned and I was like, oh, what? And was done recording. And yeah, I mean, they were like, no, párate. And so I stood up and I started singing and I sang another song, Se Me Olvidó Otra Vez. And I mean, from then on, it was like, okay, you know, I went back to the hotel, fell asleep. By the morning, it was racking up views. In like a few days, it was like a million. And then after that, it was history. Somebody, the original post got up to 3 million. And then another Facebook page shared it. And they got up to like 28 million views on there. And for me, it was like, whoa, okay, I have to get it together. And I was out there like, how can I get all these people, you know, bring them back to my channel or like not my channel, my Facebook page, you know, so I could get all those fans and people, you know, I could grow, you know? Yeah. So I was there. It was like, I didn't even enjoy the moment. This goes back to enjoying moments.
You gotta work.
And celebrating your milestones. Well, for me, it was like, whoa, okay, let me get to it, you know?
Yeah.
So I started sharing my YouTube, my Facebook, you know, follow me here, la, la, la. And it was a lot of work. Especially on the computer, but you know what? It was very motivating to see that. And there I saw, that's where I started seeing the bad comments from people. And it's like, oh, and the more I would see, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to do that to myself. Like, I don't want to do that to myself to where it's like, I'm reading all these comments and it's like, oh, and at first it was like, ugh. But then later on it was like, no, hombre, yeah, let's just get to work. You know, let's get to work and make the best of it. And because of that video, I started really knowing how to deal with the comment section.
Yeah. Well, it's like everything in life. I mean, when you're successful, you have to ignore the negative people.
Yeah.
Because nobody that's doing better than you is ever going to give you any negative. It's usually somebody else, you know, competition.
Yeah, or people. You know, I mean, that's the thing that's the thing with the comment section. It's like you're giving it's like giving a voice to people who aren't even part of or half of what you do, or, you know.
And it shouldn't be like that, you know. It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, but what can you know? It's like I was gonna say it.
Say it. Es un rancho aquí, okay? We're adult content here. So.
Okay, well, I was gonna say it's like, you know, everybody opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one.
Exactly. Pero verdad, imagínate if people, successful people, you actually start paying attention to the negativism.
Yeah.
You know, y nunca vas a avanzar. Tienes que ignorar todo eso.
Yeah, no, and it also stresses.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how people can go back and forth in the comment section either. Like, that stresses me out just watching it. I'll read it, but
no, I don't read mine.
Me doing it myself is like, I know, que flojera.
Yeah.
I could, you know, invest that time in a more positive way.
Exactly.
Than just being there bickering with somebody online. Because, I mean, they're all online warriors. Let me catch you outside, though. Let me catch you outside.
Peleonera.
But es que también es cierto, you know, people talk a lot of crap online, and you never know. It happens.
Yeah, you run into them.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to do it because I try not to even go there.
Yeah. No, pero don't get caught up on that negativism porque it's, you know, go on to the next level. Keep going.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I do because, I mean, if I would let it affect me, it would affect me.
Yeah.
You know? So I was like, ya, ¿para qué le pongo atención?
Yeah, so I think, thank you, Roland.
Oh, yes, we have that. Look at her.
So,
look at her.
Yeah. So how old were you there?
2017. It was damn, I don't even know.
So here, Beatriz,
20-some.
This is where you feel that you started to jump more popularity.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That was a significant
That's a landmark
push
in your life. Okay.
Yeah, that's a significant push. Because I was already doing, and I was doing Norteño, Tejano stuff, grupero. That's where Chava comes in and he produced that. And that's the thing with me. Like, I knew even back then that I wanted to bring quality to the people so I can be taken seriously.
Yeah.
Because if people don't take you seriously, like, they're going to be like, whatever. No, pero yo dije, no, if I sound good, if I have good production, then,
Yeah.
So I was already doing all that. And I had good views. I had good feedback from people. Had fans también. Pero no. And that's the thing. Like, when I started recording, I wanted to record mariachi. That was my original thought. But they're like, no, right now all the men are the ones that are, and it's all the big names. There wasn't really any new upcoming mariachi artists.
But that's what I was meaning. If that's ever affected you, being a challenge,
I guess in that sense, yeah. But I could have chosen to still do it or not. But it's okay. I learned. I learned a lot. But it did. I was like, well, I kind of want to do that, but it's okay. I ended up doing it later, and it was the perfect time.
Okay.
So after this, yeah.
And remind our audience out there, what song are you singing here?
Los Laureles.
Okay.
Yeah, I started with Los Laureles.
Maybe you can sing a little bit for us later.
Sure, yeah.
We'd love to hear you.
I think I have my guitar too.
Okay. So, you know what? We have a guitar here, but I don't...
Is it nylon strings or?
No sé. Actually, we might have two.
Oh, okay.
Hasta un acordeón. Tenemos dos acordeones.
No sé acordeón, pero...
Pero yeah, I enjoy your music. I enjoy your singing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have a beautiful voice.
Thank you
very,
so much.
very talented.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
This
one.
Yeah.
And all of this that I'm wearing right here, the hat, las carrilleras también.
Okay.
All of that is from Mr. Che Guerra's museum.
Really?
Yeah. It's called Nuevo Santander, I believe.
Okay.
In McAllen, there's a museum, and they sell vintage stuff también. And bueno, pero esa hat it's an original, like, Revolución. Those carrilleras también, the belt around me, that gun, all of that is
real.
Is real vintage like stuff. Yeah. So that's yeah, and the hat looks different. A lot of people, like, I've seen some of the comments, right? And they're like, no, esos no son los verdaderas sombreros charros. And that's exactly, it's
vintage.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
You see the top? Back then, they started bringing them down, the top. So that's...
Yeah, I've seen some, I love history.
See?
I've seen some of the Mexican history where los sombreros están más pointing.
Sí. Están más pointing.
So, yeah. But let me ask you something, Beatriz, because we've had, other guests and artists here. And, unfortunately, sometimes we feel that our audience is not well knowledgeable or educated on the different styles of music. So we had a difference of opinions.
Yeah.
But what is your opinion on how Norteño is different from Tejano to Mariachi to the different styles?
Yeah.
I mean, who's the person or the right person to ask? Ahora que se me ocurre, right? Because we had a lot of back and forth. Que no, eso es Norteño, no es Tejano. And I don't want to name any artists without. But,
yeah.
But on the topics, as far as how do you label what's your opinion, and who would be the right person maybe to be the correct judge que diga, ¿sabes qué, guys? Esta música, it has to be sung this way. Este sí es norteño. Este es tejano. Este es, regional music or mexicano or mariachis. Or
okay. I mean, the way I know music.
Yeah, your opinion. And this is, again, guys, this is our
this
opinion.
Is everybody's.
Yeah, because we'll start going viral and, and people se molesta.
Yeah, I know.
And they have to understand this is for entertainment purposes.
Sí, claro.
Yeah, it's just a discussion,
Sí, bueno, lo que yo sé de la música y lo que yo sé de all the other subgenres, because that's what they are. Regional Mexican is regional mexicano, es el título.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? That's the title, Regional Mexican. What comes into that genre in itself? You've got all these other genres and subgenres, right? So you got Regional Mexicano, lo que constituye el Regional Mexicano, banda, mariachi, norteño, but you also have Norteño Tejano. You've got tropical. You know, you've got ¿qué más? Sirreño. Sirreño es como una extensión de la banda, como los corridos tumbados. Esa es una extensión de la banda. So you know what I mean? For me, Sirreño would be a subgenre of banda.
Okay.
So, I mean, like I said, the way I know music and the way I title it, you know, it would be that. I don't see why people would fight about it.
Well, maybe not fight, but they have their own difference of opinions about it.
Sí, claro. Y todos tienen su sonido distintivo también.
Yeah.
O sea, por ejemplo, el tejano que yo conozco es como Selena, que tiene sus elementos de piano, que tiene sus synthesizers, you know. También como la guitarra eléctrica, you know. En el norteño no se usa la guitarra eléctrica, you know. So it's really, to me, it's not that difficult.
Yeah.
To recognize the sounds.
Right. No,
because it's a certain
agree.
sound, you know, it's just a certain type of sound.
Yeah.
Like for me, for example, like I have the new music, and I consider it Norteño Tejano because we've got both a little bit of all the elements in there.
Okay.
You know, and that's music. Music is your, especially when you make it yourself, you know, it's your free creative will.
Yes. Yes.
You know, and you can do whatever you want. You know, you can, and even if something feels like it doesn't belong there, you know, you can still make it happen. And that's where the creativity just, you know, comes together. And you start making new sounds, new genres, subgenres, you know, and all of that.
¿Y quién sería la persona ideal o la persona correcta para dirigirlos, you know, to educate us? Sabes que, guys, this is the division of music, el estilo. You know, is there such a person? I don't know. Is it the music industry that decides? Because you know, you have new groups that kind of smudge into different fields, you know.
Yeah.
So, es donde empiezan, okay, pues, you know.
Porque tiene elementos, se oyen los elementos, or you know, like it's just the sounds, recognizing the sounds, you know, and sometimes when people make new things, you know, por ejemplo, los Cumbia Kings, what do you consider them? What would you consider them?
I think they're more, that's a good one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's considered Tejano, pero también tiene mucho
modern.
You know, like that's low-key a little Colombiano-ish too.
Yeah.
With
Colombia.
that cumbia. You know? So it's just, I mean, it's the beauty of music, really. You can create what you want. And now there's so much that you can just do it yourself, you know? You just create and evolve. Everything's evolving. It's ever...
Pues, ¿qué le está pasando a Tejano music? Do you feel it's dying now? Is it coming back? Or where is it right now, Tejano music?
Tejano music, well...
Who's leading the pack now? Porque pues ya no está, you know, Selena, you know, the artist. What's your opinion on that?
Well... What can I say? I mean, I see there's a lot of support in the Tejano industry in itself. You know, there's a lot of orgullo also, a lot of pride. And that's beautiful, you know? And when you go out to these festivals, like in San Antonio, por ejemplo, there's so many people gather around to listen, you know? And I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just times. The times change, you know? And sometimes...
But the new generation, Beatriz, do you think they're supporting it enough to where they listen to it? Is it growing or is it dying out? The popularity?
No, I don't think it's dying out. I think they've been saying that for a long time. Tejano's dead. Tejano's dead. No, it's not dead. You just need to revive it, bring it in. And that's the thing where you bring other elements in and evolve. Maybe it just hasn't evolved or gotten to the point where it's evolved enough for people to catch on to it again. But there's so many people that listen to Tejano, And for me, it's like, por ejemplo, a lo mejor ahorita no es el momento, pero va a llegar un momento. O sea, ¿quién estaba pensando que un grupo como Frontera, por ejemplo, que es norteño, de aquí del Valle, norteño tejano, ¿quién iba a pensar, or even regional Mexican in general, not really just Frontera, pero el regional mexicano, ¿quién iba a pensar que iba a sobrepasar a los reggaetoneros, que iba a lo urbano, al Bad Bunny, who ever thought that we would be in that position to where el regional mexicano se metiera Shakira, se metiera Bad Bunny, se metiera Arcángel, que es un reggaetonero de calle. ¿Quién iba a pensar eso? And es el momento, porque es el momento. Everything's just...
It's evolving.
Yeah, everything moves, everything keeps going. Así como ahorita está fuerte, a lo mejor mañana no. A lo mejor dentro de un mes no. Y a lo mejor entra el tejano. Tienen que ponerle amor a la música y olvidarse de los límites. Creo que a lo mejor ahí también hay muchos límites que no puedes hacer esto, no puedes hacer lo otro. Tú puedes hacer lo que tú quieras, pero recuerda seguir también los elementos vitales que son de ese género. ¿Entiendes? So, I mean, I don't know.
No,
pero bueno, that's just bad.
Pero voy a esto también, right? Like the new generation, casi they all listen to some form of rap music.
Yeah.
Here originally, do they still listen to the old Tejano and the new Tejano the new artists that are trying to make it?
Well, I don't, as far as the new generations, as far as the new generations, it's whatever's popping because it's what's in front of them. So whatever's popular, whatever's in front of them in their phone, because they're always on the phone, whatever's popping up there is what they're going to be listening to.
Okay.
So
like you,
unless you have like the parents, I'm sorry to interrupt. No. Unless you have the parents that, that still listen to that stuff, then they'll listen to it, Yeah. And if they like it, they'll go ahead and keep listening to it and maybe add a few songs to their playlist or,
So when you started at 3 years old, you started listening to Linda Ronstadt, right? Y from there, what did you start listening to?
From there, I started wanting to learn songs. So, So from there, I told my mom to give me a cassette, a Linda Ronstadt cassette. And oh my God, it's the most beautiful thing ever. Like, wow, beautiful. Los Tigres del Norte también, me encantaba. Yo cantaba los corridos de los Tigres. Había una song de los Tigres que se llama La Daga. That is not very known, but I know it. And it's like, I was like 4 years old. I remember when I was singing that song and my uncle got there to visit. And I stood up on a little like crate. Like, I don't know what it was, but I stood up on there and I was little now and I put the song on and the song starts, Traspásame el corazón con una daga de acero. And I would go like this. Y estaba chiquita, ya me andaba cortando las venas, imagínate. Oh. But anyway, I think like those are the, damn, I lost my train of thought, I'm sorry.
It happens.
Se fue la onda. ¿En qué estábamos?
So what was your first audience entonces?
Oh, my first audience was at school.
Really?
Yeah.
What grade?
It was third. Well, I was in first and second grade. I was doing folklorico at Ochoa Elementary in Dana. I was doing folklorico. I loved it. I had a green dress and I loved that dress. I loved that it was green. It was like, I don't know, I felt so Mexican in it. And that was one of my first passions growing up, dancing. And after that, it was really I want to say it was third grade. But I mean, just in itself, dancing in front of an audience, that was great, you know?
Right.
But singing, oh yeah, that was something else too. My mom would get a boombox, and I would get the cassettes that tenían las pistas instrumentales, right? And I would sing along. To them. Los Laureles, a lot of Selena too. I had a little karaoke machine too. She bought me with a mic. And but for mostly it was in third grade, and it was for the hosts. It was Salinas Elementary. You know how the hosts come and help the kids out?
Yes.
It was for them. I would sing for them.
Okay.
Yeah. In my mariachi suit and everything.
Yeah, and from there it started to progress with them.
Yeah, and from there I just kept going, and my mom would type out the lyrics of the songs, and I had a binder, and she helped me a lot too. And my brother, también, he was like a prodigy when he was, I think it was 13 when he started accordion. Learned everything. The teacher didn't even know what else to teach him. Like, yeah, he just needs to go out there and play.
Yeah,
and he's a beast. He's a beast musician. So he inspired me a lot too growing up, just to see that he was out there with the groups and everything. He was with Los Cachorros de Juan Villarreal, which is Juan Villarreal's son. He was in that group. También con Los Leones del Norte, con Rubén Villarreal, que en paz descanse. Es el que hizo el corrido de La Muerta, el corrido de la camioneta gris. And he played with them, and they were great friends. Energía Norteña. He was with Los Relampaguitos way back then.
Wow. Yeah.
So he was that guy. You know, he inspired me a lot, and in wanting to be out there and making it happen.
Yeah. Who has starstruck you that you've been able to meet so far? De todos los artistas that you felt like days, like, wow, I'm actually with this person, este artista.
Yeah.
Have you gone through that yet?
You know what? Yes. A few times, actually. For one, well, it's because I've met like Frankie J. I have a song with Frankie J.
Okay.
Baby Bash también. I have a rap song with Baby Bash and Juan Gotti. That's the only reason why I even consider myself a rapper. Even though I don't do it that much.
You're a talented person.
You know, a lot of things inspire me.
Yeah.
You know? And another thing that kind of stopped me from having those limited beliefs, because I used to be all mariachi. No, I'm a mariachi singer. That's what I sing, whatever. I went to Monterrey to La Academia to try out for La Academia. And everybody was like, it's a long line, you know, I'm there. And los que iban pasando, no, next. And I'm like, oh my God, they're not even going to let me open my mouth. So I got there, I sang, I think it was an Elida song, one of my favorites. I remember the name. Qué triste paso el tiempo sin escuchar tu voz. I sang that one, they liked it, but they're like, oh, would you know any pop? And I'm like, oh, no, like, what else can I sing? You know, and I just sang another mariachi song, and they were like, thank you, next. I'm like, oh, no. So that's where I started, like, okay, if you're a singer, you're a singer. You can sing anything. But it's really hard when you're a mariachi singer, and that's all you know, and you have to adjust your voice to everything else. Mm-hmm. You know, because it's like, I'm not going to come on here and sing a Tejano song like a mariachi song. I can't, because it's lighter. You know, I can't be like, you know. Yeah. I can't let it out like that.
But you know what? Se me ocurre esto. I think that's why it's more challenging for us as being, you know, from the Mexican heritage, you know, Mexican Americans, que tienes que saber de diferentes culturas.
Sí.
You know, from American.
Ni de aquí ni de allá, como dicen.
So if you have a person that, you know, just speaks English, is from, you know, the northern states or whatever, you're basically just responsible for one type of, you know, heritage.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to sing country, if you're going to sing rap or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the one language. No, we need to know a lot. And I think it's harder because aquí en el Valle, it's like a subculture. We're a mixture of different cultures, you know, American, Mexican. We have our own culture here. Yeah. And we've had other guests también where they tell us it's harder to make it here in the 956 and the Rio Grande Valley. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. So have you experienced that you know?
Well, I've made it everywhere else. Not that I haven't made it here. People know me here, but I just don't feel like I have that support from here. Because I rarely get booked here, you know? I get booked in California. I get booked out of town, you know. I've been to Wisconsin, Minnesota, you know. I've been Chicago. I've been Mexico too. I got booked in, when was it? It was Acazonapan. It was up in a mountain in Valle de Bravo. It was
Where's
beautiful out there. It's close to the F.
Oh, okay.
To Mexico DF. I flew.
Central
I
Mexico.
flew there.
Somewhere.
Yeah. And it's called Valle de Bravo, and up in that mountain, it was a tough drive. Let me tell you, it was tough. It was like vuelta, vuelta, vuelta. Ay no.
So era pura sierra over there.
Sí, pura sierra. Bien bonito. It was beautiful.
I can imagine.
So I had it was a jaripeo, and it was my first jaripeo, and I sang there, and it was amazing. It was great. Amazing. People were great. There's people that came from Reynosa to see me there.
Wow.
Yeah, we traveled from Reynosa. Que no sé, like,
because you're popular. You're really popular.
Yeah, you know what? Gracias a Dios, I get good support from people. Pero, I mean, here in the Valley in itself, I haven't. Not that I don't feel.
You would expect more, maybe?
I would.
Yeah.
I would expect more. Pero it's okay. I mean, todo a su tiempo, como quiera. You know, I get booked for festivals here and there, you know. But it's not the way I would want it to be, you know. But it's okay, pues.
Yeah.
You know?
Pero for La Raza here, the Rio Grande Valley, do you feel you have to be like different, hablar diferente? Like, si vas para Mexico, pues es a lo mejor puro español.
Yeah.
And you said, what's the farthest you've gone? Like Wisconsin or wherever you've been. Tienes que maybe platicar, hablar diferente.
Pues todos hablan pues diferente, pero no, I mean, I don't have to. I'm just myself, and they understand me, you know, and more than anything, they like my vibe. So I'm really cool with people, you know, considerate and all that. So I mean, it's just different. It's very different, especially
like California?
Up there.
California, I think, is very different. Our culture over there.
Yeah. Well, similar, but the way of talking, yeah, for sure. Like, yeah. I love California. That's one of my, like, I think if I wasn't born in the Valley, I'd be from California.
Why do you identify with California? ¿Qué te gusta de ella?
It's just the fast. It's so fast, and everybody's on their goals, you know, or for the most part, from what I've seen and experienced, you know. And it's just it's great. I just don't like that there's a lot of traffic. A lot of traffic, and you know.
So, do you think they have more support in California? Tiene que pasar eso aquí in the Rio Grande Valley?
It's just a bigger. There's more opportunities, you know. There was a time where I stayed over there for about a month or so, and I did. I went to like central casting and all that. There's just more opportunities, and you can get booked for things. Like here in the Valley, it's like, we have there's like a commercial, like you don't know about it. Like, where can I do a, ¿cómo se dice? Audition, or like, you know, like it's not as big. And over there, it's like you can go in through anywhere, and there's more bars, and there's more opportunities. It's just more opportunities.
Well, supuestamente we've had other
more
guests
shows and all that.
Okay, Austin is a little bit like that now. They're bringing some of that California vibe to Austin to audition for different things.
I believe in Dallas. Maybe? I believe in Dallas too. There's opportunities there.
Okay.
But in the end, it's not like California. Like the opportunities over there.
Mucho más.
Yeah.
So what has to happen in the Valley, in your opinion, to be more supportive for artists, para que les dé chance and get behind them? What do you think needs to happen? Do we need a place to go here and perform? A different type of club? Like
for a long time, I thought I might have to move. But then I went viral, and I was like, I don't have to move. Like, okay, good. You know, you could do anything you want from anywhere, especially now in these days, because there's social media. Yeah. There's so many influencers here in the Valley that have gone viral just being themselves, and just posting. And now that's what it's all about. Posting, putting yourself out there, and just, putting the content out, making things happen for yourself, whatever it is that you want to, do.
So for Beatriz, what's next for you? Are you going to try to audition for maybe going into some sort of acting job or
well, I do a little. I actually already kind of do all that with my brother. My brother has a film in Reynosa. Well, not Reynosa, but Mexico in general. He'll right now he's in Durango. But I help him out in his movies. He's got movies out that he's done here in the Rio Grande Valley. Well, not in the Rio Grande, but in Reynosa, ¿verdad? Pues está en la frontera. Aquí estamos.
Right.
And in Durango as well. So I'm acting in there with him. I don't really have... If the opportunity comes up, of course, yeah, I'm down, Pero I really just do it for myself. Like if I'm doing music videos también, I put all that in there, I do it for myself, really.
So with your brother, you've done some acting, you mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tell us about that.
So these
they can
movies,
watch and where can we
the
YouTube
movies?
It?
Yes, they're on YouTube, and my brother's movies. Well, he has a whole channel.
What's the channel? We can
Film General Productions se llama.
General, okay.
Film General, como general, sí. Film General Productions.
Interesting.
Yeah, and there.
¿Te gusta? You like that acting? It's fun.
Yeah, it is. It's cool, and he's great. He's a natural. He's already done stuff for Netflix over there in Mexico.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's still working on other things, other shows that they got him to do. He's a great actor. He's better. He's a lot better than me.
Yeah, we're gonna have to meet him. Then.
He gets into his his onda.
Yeah,
and he's great.
Yeah,
but I've done a little bit of acting with him. The movie is called not Malandro.
Okay.
The movie's called Malandro. It's on there. He's also done. They've got good views too.
What was your role? What did you play?
Oh, so in the end, it was pretty much. So this Malandro guy is being searched for. There's a bounty on him, right?
Wow.
And I'm like, he's in the middle of all these bandas that want to catch him to get the money, right? And pretty much we come in, me and también salió Rubén Villarreal, Marichalar, que paz descanse, que era muy buen amigo de mi hermano. Lo ayudó ahí también. Y nosotros salimos con otro grupo de gente para ayudar a mi hermano in the movie.
Okay.
So we were saving him.
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch
it. It was just a little, my where I came out, it was just a little bit, like, it's a little piece.
Okay.
And then I got kidnapped.
They kidnapped you.
They kidnapped me. He rescued me.
Okay, cool. So, do you find it like in partes de Mexico, are they interested on us, our culture here in the Rio Grande Valley? Do you find that they're interested in escuchar la música? La diferencia?
They do. There's a lot of people
accepting us, I guess.
No, actually, yeah. There's various radio stations out there that play our music, Norteño, Tejano, Tropical, todo eso. But there's a lot of support. I think especially like out in Monterrey. Mm-hmm. There's a lot there. My music's playing over there. There's a lot of music también from here, from artists from here that do play over there. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, they like us. I mean, también a veces it's a little tough with the whole, the way we talk. People don't understand it. Like, I recently posted a TikTok about, I was ranting about somebody not parking right. And I was like, ¿pa qué se parquean así? And then the comments were like, esa ni es palabra. And I was like, oh, here we go. Yeah. And I was like, Google it. It is. It's a word now.
Yeah. Google it.
It's a word now. Parquete.
Yeah.
So, it's just...
Es que
what can you do?
Yeah, we're subcultures everywhere.
Yeah, no, y es la región también. I've had people that from Mexico, like, that's not that's not how you talk, or that's not how you should say it, or that's not how like, hey, ¿sabes qué? Tú eres donde tú eres, y si hablan así allá, con ganas, te felicito, bravo. Pero aquí nosotros somos así porque esta es la región. Estamos en la frontera. Yeah. O sea, and it's like, ¿qué quieres que hagamos,
Yeah.
Y si la gente no quiere aprender bien el español, pues, ¿qué le vas a hacer? It's all up to them. Yeah. Me, it's like, yo lo quise aprender a saber mejores palabras para poder escribir en español bien. Porque es otra de las cosas que some of these artists out here, you gotta grammar check that.
Yeah. But I think that's what makes us unique, though. We have our own way of saying things.
Yeah.
Las palabras que, that we use.
Yeah.
Because that's the Rio Grande Valley.
Sí, claro.
Nosotros no queríamos hacer como allá en México.
Yeah, cada quien tiene su...
We don't want to be like Dallas. We don't want to be
y cada quien también...
we.
Yeah, exactly.
Nosotros.
Y también hay muchos acentos.
Mm-hmm.
Si eres de aquí, del Valle, o si eres de Houston... o si eres de Dallas, cada quien tiene su acento, o sea, donde sea. And that's, I feel like some people don't accept that. And it's like, well, no todos vamos a ser como tú quieres, like.
Pues eso es lo bonito.
No estamos aquí para darte gusto a ti.
Yeah. Pero wouldn't you agree que eso es lo bonito? Porque when you travel, you see the differences. Oh, mira cómo hablan acá, cómo comen las comidas.
Yeah, and it's like, it would be... I guess like for some that it's like, oh no, ese no es español correcto or whatever. Like I had somebody post that on a comment.
Mm-hmm.
Yo no sé qué, y luego me lo dijo en inglés. I don't know what language you're speaking, but it's not proper Spanish.
Wow.
And I said,
say it.
That's definitely, what did I say? I said, that's 100% not.
Mm-hmm.
Not proper Spanish, because who curses and uses proper Spanish?
Exactly.
Come on, bro.
Ni que estuviéramos en España.
Eso, y luego le dije, I said, because who curses and... no, primero le dije, what was it? It's 100% not proper Spanish, Cisneros, le puse. Because the last name is Cisneros. It's like, you're over here talking to me in English. Well, si buscas proper Spanish, ¿por qué no lo escribes en español? Escríbelo en el español.
Exactamente.
O sea, pero you're using proper English to tell me this?
Yeah.
With the Cisneros last name.
But I think that goes back to just that negativism
like,
from people.
Yeah, and it's like, what?
Go on, ¿verdad? Ellos, ¿para qué se molestan?
Pues sí, hasta lo que no se comen les hace daño.
Exactamente. Yeah, I love those Spanish sayings, man. Those Mexican Spanish sayings.
Yeah, they fit. It's true.
So, Beatriz, what's your future hold like? What's the next endeavor that you have in your future? Are you going to go into other singing styles? Are you going to go into acting? What's next?
I mean, really, it's... I just keep going with my music. I mean, my music is my main, focus.
Okay.
Really, releasing this music and, getting these pieces of my heart out there so I could leave a legacy for the people. Because in the end, for me, that's what I want. I want to be able to leave something significant that represents me and who I am and how I saw life or my experiences, and share those experiences and leave them here for people to, in some cases, even heal. I've had people who tell me just recently también, no, la diferencia, you sang la diferencia a certain way and you got me through so much. And even though it's a painful song, it helps people release that, esos sentimientos, esas emociones. And I think to me, those are like some of my life goals, to inspire and to help people heal in some way, and even though it is a song, it's just a way of my interpretation, just my interpretation in itself. If they resonate with it, that's the beauty of it, So right now I have a lot of music that I want to release. Ahorita, como por ejemplo, I just released Qué Lástima, which is from my upcoming EP called Sanando El Cora. And se llama Sanando El Cora. And there's some covers in there. There's translation. There's actually 5 songs only, 3 that I wrote and 2 that are covers, but they're translated in Spanish. So they're working on one of the videos. So I should have that soon. And this EP should probably release in about a week or 2.
Okay.
I want to probably the max 2 weeks. I'll have it ready for release and for everybody to check out a little piece of my corazón.
Well, we're gonna be looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And you have our support.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, you mentioned your legacy, Beatriz. Yeah. So what would you consider or want us to consider? What would be your legacy? What would be that one song you want to be remembered by?
I mean, one song specifically, no. But just in general, just the love for the music and el sentimiento, más que nada. Because a lot of people now put their emotions aside. And you got to live, you got to feel, and I think for me, that's what I want people to remember about me, that I lived, that I felt, that I made the best of everything. And in the end, that's what it is. Make it happen. I mean, dream big, It sounds cliche. It sounds a little cheesy maybe. But,
I don't think so.
But thanks. Mm-hmm. But some people do. And in the end, it's like, people think that, no, tengo que trabajar. Y sí, trabaja, está bien. Pero yo siempre cuando estuve trabajando in regular jobs, I used to work at Hermes, I used to work at BB, Champs. Hermes was my favorite. And I still worked on my music. I still worked on myself. Even if it took a little longer, I didn't have that capital, to keep investing in it. But when I could, I did. Mm-hmm. And I never let it go. So to me, it's like, that's my legacy. To bring people back to doing what they love, even if it's just for a little bit, And as far as the music, I mean, I've noticed that a lot of people who aren't maybe as close to the culture anymore because they're already like, por ejemplo, the new generations, or like maybe 3rd, 4th generation que ya están aquí, que ya no saben ni hablar español,
I know.
And they have to ask, what is that? What does that mean? I feel like I'm also here to remind people of where they came from, or in the Mexican, and in the Hispanic community. Because I mean, you live over here, you start living like this, and you forget about the culture and how el orgullo que trae. And the reason I say this is because I recently had a interview in Houston in an English station. I remember, I'm a regional Mexican singer. Like, why am I not like on Telemundo or Univision, And the reason I had this interview is because this girl, Tessa, this lady, amazing, she saw me at a show in Houston. And she said, I want to interview you. And I sang with Mariachi, and it was like a Selena Cumbias remix. And she was she felt the pride, It's like, oh, I love it. It was so great. We would like to have you over here. And I'm like, yeah, sure, let's go. I'm there. And just to see her face light up, that she liked what I did. And it reminded her of where she's from, like it fills your heart when you hear mariachi and it sounds so chingon, and it's like, whoa, man, like se siente bonito. So I feel like I'm also here for that, to remind people, kind of like Linda Ronstadt with me, because she was an country singer, and then she, turned mariachi.
Yeah.
So with that, it's like she inspired me like that. And it was on an English channel. Mm-hmm. And I was a little girl, and now I feel like I'm doing the same in some aspect with people, that are from here now, that have maybe forgotten, or not forgotten, but maybe they're not in tune with their culture. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And you bring that pride to them. It's like, wow, okay. they recognize it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pero tocaste un tema muy importante that surprises me también, Beatriz. It surprises me. I never thought I would see it, especialmente aquí en el Valle. Que our culture, our new generation, ya ni español hablan.
Yeah.
I mean, and here, we're so close to our heritage, our culture.
Yeah.
No hablan español. And that, to me, is just surprising.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know how to take that. That's a good thing. I don't think it is. Because, you know, you want everybody to adapt to the American mainstream. But, but don't forget where you come from.
Yeah, for sure. I think for now, it's like, it's a choice if you want to learn, you know, the Spanish. Like for me, it was a choice. I grew up, in a Spanish household, but in school it was like, the English stuck to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. But in order for me to write correctly, like write my songs correctly and all that, you know, I had to learn the Spanish and other words and, you know, be more lyrical about it. And that was my choice. Now, the new generations, it's like either they implement it at home and that way they know, at least they understand, or are able to go around it, you know, but it's really their choice to want to learn the correct Spanish, or at least be able to communicate. You don't have to learn the correct, but be able to communicate in Spanish. Exactly. It's just like learning Italian or another language, you know? It's like, if you want to learn it, you learn it.
Right.
You know how to work your way around it.
So, Beatriz, you mentioned when you get inspired to write. What's that process? Do you have a special process cuando you get, I don't know, te da ganas?
Like a spark?
Like a spark, usually, when you write your music.
Usually, apparently, it's when I'm driving to work. Apparently, that's my writing process. I drive and like all of a sudden something comes up, or like I guess because I'm so in here and I talk to myself a lot, and sometimes it comes from there, and I'll record it on my phone, you know. And when I have that, I'll either keep writing. I use my time wisely. If I'm at work, I mean, I'm talking, I talk, la 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 la, and then I'll do something else. You know,
you're multitasking.
Yeah, I'm like that. I do a lot of things at once. Pero I just want to make the best with my time, you know. And if I have an idea, I gotta get it done, you know. And after that, I'll have my guitar. I'll bring on a guitar, go to my studio, and I'll work there. And yeah, sometimes it'll come up. I'll finish a song there. If not, it might take a little longer because it's got to go a certain way and it's just not fitting for me, you know. And that's pretty much it. But I mean, there's various, really the way I make the songs, it's my guitar and me, just like that. And then pues I'll bring in the musicians in to make it happen. Like this time around for this new EP that I have, you know, it's JJ Mendoza, the producer, mix master. Y también tengo a Salomón Ramos, amazing musician. He pretty much did all the instruments for Que Lástima and the other songs too. I got my brother to do the bass though, JJ drums. Pero es lo que es Salomón Ramos. Gracias por lo que has hecho y por traer estas ideas, bring them to life, you know.
Yes.
He brought them to life. And that's the thing with some musicians, that they have egos and they don't want to listen to what you have to say. Me, I'm very hands-on. I know what I want, but I let the musician be free. If there's a certain thing, you know, like Salomon, he's an amazing musician. He arranged the music amazingly on the spot, you know. And if I did tell him, you know what, try this over here or try that, or, you know, and he will try it, and we work together, and that's something that you can't buy, man. And that's why I'm saying, like, I have a small circle, but it's quality over quantity.
Yes.
Okay, I don't need all these people around me. I just need the right ones, you know.
The right team.
Yeah, the right team. And we're a small team, but it's great.
Yeah, a right team is what helps your success.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the process that I go through.
And Beatriz, everybody knows Beatriz, the artist, the singer, the mariachi singer. Are you willing to share with us something that your your fans don't know about you. Like when you're home, I mean, who is Beatriz? Just the regular, like what show do you relax with? What's your hobby? Just the regular person that you're willing to share. Who's
you
Beatriz?
know what? I do like to do regular people stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually for me, I want to be able to, go out and have fun and go eat. And with my son, we'll go to the jump park, or we'll go to the park. I'll go walk. It's nature for me. It like invigorates me. Like it gives me more energy. So when I go take a walk, like I like to cook too.
Oh, really?
Me gusta cocinar. Okay. I've recently found that it relaxes me. It's a happy place for me. It brings me peace when I cook.
¿Qué te gusta hacer? What
like mole, wow. Or sometimes I'll just do things top of my head. Como ayer hice camarones en chipotle cremosos, with arroz.
Soy sabroso.
Sí, está muy rico, la verdad. And, those things And
do you like to drink any particular special drink besides la comida que cuando cocinas?
Tequila.
I love tequila. What's your favorite tequila? ¿Tienes alguna
I don't really
favorita?
have a favorite. I like to try everything.
Sí.
Yeah, herradura. I gotta say, for me, it's herradura.
Yeah. A mí me encanta la tequila y me encantan los mariachis.
Sí. It's a perfect combination.
Pues, hey, a surprise, right? I'm Mexican American, right? Me gusta la tequila.
You know what? I think it's a vibe more than anything, because not even just because that we are who we are, pero any other person from any other, background would appreciate tequila and mariachi.
Yes. A mí me encanta aquí en mi rancho. I've been very fortunate. Different mariachis. Uh-huh. Pero hablando de las tequilas.
Yeah.
Anejo, there's diferentes tipos. Mm-hmm. But I have to say que, de todas las tequilas, blanco, just regular tequila.
Sí, I do blanco too.
Yeah. A good sipping tequila. Y luego unos buenos mariachis
claro.
Con la familia.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
There's this one, Casa Dragones.
Yes.
Have you tried that one?
Yeah.
There's a really good one.
Yeah.
Really, really good one.
I believe it's the one that made it popular of all people. Era esta, I think, Oprah Winfrey many years ago.
Oh, for real?
I think. We need to Google that. But forgive me if I'm wrong, if it's that one. Pero, pues I've been drinking tequila for so many years. But me encanta.
Sí.
Yeah, está sabrosa. And I try to be health conscientious, and take care of myself. Me gusta la cerveza, but the older that I got, me empanza mucho.
Yeah, I know.
Y la tequila,
you gotta go light.
Yeah, exactly. And you can be just sipping tequila bien sabroso y bien tranquilo y unos mariachis.
To me, sí, claro. To me, before it was like I had more time to, get the vibe. But now it's like, I kind of have to be there quick and enjoy. And then, porque
exactly.
I have my son. So it's like, but I do, for me, I guess like the combination that I really like. I really do like carretas.
Uh-huh.
But
yes,
for me, a combination would be my shot of tequila and a beer, like a Corona Premier or a Dos Equis. Dos Equis is my favorite. Okay. Corona Premier, pero I'll try to go light now, or Tecate light.
Yeah.
Yeah, just.
Pero fíjate que las mejores tequilas no las encuentro aquí, en los Estados Unidos. Muy sabrosas, muy buenas.
Yeah.
Pero one of the places cuando voy para Monterrey that I've been, this is my opinion, se llama El Murciélago. Y tienen muchas tequilas artesianas que nomás se pueden encontrar en México.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and y también tienen pues all kinds of tequilas.
My brother out in Durango has his own line of mezcal.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Bien
and they
sabroso.
have scorpions in there.
Yeah. So we're going to have to try some.
Yeah, you know what I should have brought? Well, it's because I'm out of bottles, but I made a bottle for New Era Ranchera.
Ah, okay.
And my brother helped me out with that. And it's a mezcal. Pero bueno, pues I'll have to bring it another time.
Pero like the mezcal now has been evolving. Como in my generation, when I was
Antes no se veía el mezcal acá. Ahora ya lo están sacando acá de este lado.
Es que they refined it more. Está bien sabroso and you don't get that bad kick in the morning, la cruda pesada.
I know, yeah. If you stick to it,
yeah,
you just gotta stick to it.
yeah. So the good stuff, no, well, in my opinion,
yeah,
you don't get that.
Yeah,
bad,
no, that's true. Yeah.
That, the morning, whatever. But
the cruda.
Sí, ándale, la cruda. So if I would love to hear you sing, if you're willing to sing,
yes,
maybe one
course.
sing for us.
Sure.
We'll take a little short break and get ready.
Okay.
And let's see if maybe you can tune one of the guitars if you want to try
sure.
one of them.
I have my own too.
Ah, okay, awesome. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take a short break and
all right.
We'll be back with some live music.
Yes, let's go.
Thank you, everybody. Beatriz is going to honor us. Thank you so much. She's going to play a song for us here today. ¿Cuál canción te gustaría tocarlos o cuál te...?
¿Qué quieren escuchar? Es la pregunta.
Ok, sí, ¿verdad? Pues a mí me encanta todos los mariachis, you know, but I'd have to say que el artista para mí, en mine, ¿verdad? Es el escritor José Alfredo Jiménez.
Yes.
Yeah. No hay mejor,
favorites.
¿verdad?
Sí, no.
Pero...
Nos dejó tantas canciones tan buenas y ese corazón. Y creo que esa, yendo como a José Alfredo Jiménez, I think that is pretty much the legacy that I want to actually have, you know, when I pass away, you know. Porque él dejó todo algo que nunca se va a morir.
No.
You know. Y esas canciones... muchos de nosotros en los mariachis, because I'm part of Mariachi Azucenas, by the way. Shout out to my girls. Eso es una de las cosas que nosotros decimos, pues es de cajón, canciones de cajón, como El Rey, como, no sé, what else?
Pues, ¿qué quiere decir
Los
eso?
Laureles, de cajón. Como
¿Qué quiere decir eso?
De cajón es como que ya son conocidas, de que todos conocen,
reconocen,
sí, que todos conocen, que haz de cuenta que sale del baúl de las sí, ese es un cajón.
Pero son clásicas.
Clásicas, sí, exacto.
¿Verdad?
Clásicas.
Pero you are our guest, so I leave it up to you, whatever your heart desires to sing for us.
You know what? One of the songs that I do like to sing like this is Cuando el Destino. Y es una ranchera. Ok. Déjame, es que me está molestando esta.
Ok.
No vengo a pedirte amor. Oh, wait, you're gonna edit that, right? I haven't played in a while. Hold on. No vengo a pedirte amor. No quiero. A reírme de tu pena. Dios me ha dado ese capricho. Venido a verte hundido. Okay, got it. I just had to remember.
No.
It's been a while since I've played it.
Usted tome su tiempo. Okay, tome su tiempo lo que necesite.
No vengo a pedirte amores, ya no quiero tu cariño. Si una vez te amé en la vida, no lo vuelvas a decir. Me contaron tus amigos que te encuentras muy solito, que maldices a tu suerte porque piensas mucho en mí. Es por eso que he venido a reírme de tu pena. Yo que a Dios le había pedido que te hundiera más que a mí. es la venganza. Cuando Dios nos la concede, yo sabía que la revancha te tenía que hacer perder.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Wow.
Ahí quedó.
Yeah. No wonder you have so many fans. Yeah, that's
Thank
a beautiful
you.
song.
Thank you.
A beautiful song.
That's one of my favorites to sing así. Como quien dice
Con ganas.
Sí, sí.
Con ánimo.
Sí. Con el gaznate. Dicen gaznate.
So tell us a little bit about that song. ¿Quién es el escritor? Y...
Cuando el destino, I don't know. It might have been José Alfredo Jiménez. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. I can Google it.
No, está bien. Yes, we appreciate it so much.
But it's one of my favorite songs to sing. I think it was José Alfredo, actually.
Yeah, probably was.
It sounds like it was.
Yeah.
But if not, como quiera, we'll fact check that.
I'm pretty sure our audience is going to do a fact check. They always do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that's fine. Pero...
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs to sing. Así. ¿Cómo se dice? There's a certain saying, but I can't think of it right now.
No, that's okay. Yeah. Ahorita te acuerdas when you're driving home.
Sí, de seguro. Así pasa.
So for our audience, before we go, Beatriz, tell us what's your next show or your next, I guess, so they can listen to your music.
Yeah, well, actually, I've already, I don't know if I should say it or not, but I'm going to be at the Avocado Festival.
Okay. Yeah, you can. No, you can,
no, it's
promote
que
anything
they haven't really released anything about it.
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Pero for you personally, you mentioned you had a new album coming out.
Yes. Right now, I do have that new EP. Se llama Sanando El Cora, que es canciones como la última canción que saqué, que se llama Qué Lástima. Mm-hmm. Y bueno, pues también antes de esa, otra que saqué es Quédate. Esos videos ya están. They're already out there. You go check them out, listen to the music. Thank God on this new jam, I've been getting some radio también, some good radio promotion on Super Tejano, thanks to Mario Facundo there at Super Tejano and at Radio United. También a lot of support from the in Corpus también.
Okay.
With Jay Cantú, que también is playing my song out in Monterrey también. That's out there, so y'all can listen. Pero así es. Sanando El Cora se llama el nuevo EP, and it's 5 songs, 3 written by me, and then 2 that are English covers that I translated.
Okay, that's going to be super interesting.
Yeah. So that's a little different, and that comes back to the whole evolving thing, because you just gotta keep know. But I still like to keep the traditional sounds in there, but embellish it with new,
right? Yeah, because I think that's what creates success. I think that's where Selena was going. I see a little bit of that, where what you're doing, you're crossing the into different genres and so forth.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the things that they did first. Selena did first. A.B. Quintanilla, the brother también. I feel like that's what they did. They were growing. They grew into that music, into the traditional. And since they were younger at that time, they would get that inspiration from other artists.
Yes.
Like I've heard Selena mention Gloria Estefan, Paul Abdul, And I mean, even at that, just one of my favorite songs from Selena is la de Si vienes a bailar, pues vamos a gozar. Like, and that one had a lot of, even a little bit of reggaeton in there.
Yeah,
like way back in the day, like so like.
And people love it.
Yeah, and a little bit of rock and a little bit of this. Yeah, and it was it's evolving.
Entertaining.
Yes. And I think that's one of the reasons why she was so successful. And then crossing over into, the English genre también.
Yeah.
Like she's, como se dice, what's the word? When you know how to do a lot of things.
Multitasking. Multi-talented.
Multi-talented is one. Well, she was. Pero there's another word. I can't think of it. And then with this tequilita, ya se me está yendo la onda. Salud.
Ánimo.
Thank you so much for sharing.
And you have our support here at Delta Oaks Podcast. We're growing on our podcast with our followers. And all our followers, I encourage you to please look up Beatriz, get behind her, buy her new album, download her songs, and watch out for her.
And it's that easy. This is what I tell people, because there's a lot of social media people that are like, they're just making fake profiles.
Yes.
And that's the thing that I always ask, like, because these people literally ask them for money. Hola, eres mi fan, and this and that. And you give me $50 or something. I don't know. But that's an example.
Yeah, they need to watch out for that.
Yeah, watch out for that, porque yo, la verdad, lo único que yo necesito de la gente es que escuchen la música, que vean los videos, y es todo. Literally, that's all I need for people to. And if you want to support me that way, that's all you got to do. Yeah. If you want to go into my website también, I just got my new website, BeatrizGonzalezOfficial.com, and there you can find more information on me, how you can book me and everything. Pero for real, all you really need, if you want to support me, is just listen and watch. That's it. That's literally it. And share with your family if you want. Sí, fácil. And it's it's not rocket science. There's people who don't know, if you want to support me, do this or do that. No. All you really got to do for me is make sure you got the verified profiles.
The blue check.
Yeah. Except on TikTok. It's harder on TikTok. I don't know why, but I have a good following there too. Pero sí, o sea, just listen and watch and share if you want. That's all I always say.
So everybody out there, our followers and people that haven't followed us, but all the views, please get behind Beatriz. And,
thank you so much.
Facilito, como dice ella.
Sí,
solamente necesitas que escuchar las canciones, ¿verdad?
Así es.
Yeah, and that's
y ver los videos.
Y los videos, facilito.
Y ver las entrevistas como esta, claro.
Yes, yeah. So thank you so much for joining us and being our guest today,
Beatriz.
Thank
you. It's an honor to be here, and I appreciate you even considering me for an interview.
Of course, and I hope you come back and visit us
claro que sí,
another time.
Yes. A la otra traigo el mezcal.
So thank you very much, Beatriz.
Thank you.
Yes. And thank you, everybody out there. Please follow us and subscribe. Thank you very much.
Así es.
Until next time.
Bye. Huh? Sure. Well,
okay, sure.
Oh, you know what? I could do one of mine. One that I wrote.
La que usted guste.
One that I wrote. Se llama,
I'm going to get a little bit more tequila.
I'm taking another. Okay, I think I'm going to do... Okay. Esta yo la escribí y se llama ¿Dónde estará? Ando en busca de un amor. Wait, hold on, let me take these off because ya no me oigo.
Okay.
Okay, again. It's something I wrote. Se llama ¿Dónde estará? Ahí les va. conmigo el más tierno, que cargue con su pistola y de puntería el más bueno. ¿Dónde estará mi amor? ¿Dónde estará? Díganle que aquí lo espero, quietecita al llegar. ¿Dónde estará mi amor? ¿Dónde estará? Díganle que su morena lo espera con ansiedad. Que sepa andar a caballo y que lo sepa bailar. Que en el jaripeo se aviente al toro montar. Que sea de sombrero ancho con botas para zapatear. No te preocupes, Pretito, que a mí me encanta bailar. ¿Dónde estará mi amor? ¿Dónde estará? Díganle que aquí lo espero, quietecita al llegar. ¿Dónde estará mi amor? ¿Dónde estará? Díganle que su morena lo espera con ansiedad. Díganle que su morena lo espera con ansiedad.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yes. And you wrote it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Wow. That's amazing.
I wrote it porque también, that's another thing. Like, there's a lot of old songs, and everything is evolving so much, but I still want to bring that original sound back.
Yeah.
But with a new twist, I guess, you know.
And it has your flair to it.
Yeah, exactly, you know. So when I was writing that, I was like, man, I want to do something traditional mariachi because there's no new traditional mariachi. Mm-hmm. I mean, you have these songs like Cristiano Dal, Ángel Aguilar, and all these people that do have their songs out there, but they're more newer. They're like your typical ranchera, which everybody plays. But stuff like this is that traditional mariachi, el sonido distinto, no?
Yes.
And I wanted to make something new, but that feels
well,
old.
you did. Yeah, you
know
definitely. Yeah, you hit it right on the nail.
Thank you.
Le pegaste el clavo.
And I think that's what I'm here to keep that alive. I feel like I got to keep it alive.
Yeah, and you are. You are.
Hopefully, it catches.
But thank you so much, Beatriz.
Hombre, thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's been amazing.
Yeah, me too.
And
Ya sé.